Right, welcome to Lowyat TV. As you can see here, we have an iPhone. Yes, just an ordinary iPhone. But what we have done is that thanks to our friends over there, Amas Online, for reminding us that it could be done, and for Hui for reminding me that actually we should be doing it as well. Here is iOS 7. Yes, we decided to install iOS 7 on our Apple devices. This is my main Apple device, so it's a bit risky, but you know what, it works okay so far. So you can see the lock screen, it's a lot different. It's more minimalist. It's really edge-to-edge design, and that's the live wallpaper. One of the features that Apple has was touting is that, look, finally get a notification screen on the lock screen. Yay. We'll get into more detail of this later. And also the control panel, same thing as well. One of the big things is that you don't no longer have to slide at the bottom here. You can actually slide anywhere on the screen. There we go. And of course, the animations are prettier. Yep, so iOS 7. Right, first feature that we want to go through is the notification bar. As you can see, notification is no longer useless. Okay, let me zoom. Yep, there we go. So you can see it actually has a summary which says like the weather, the date, and then my calendar, which is super useful. And then tomorrow, you have no events tomorrow. Thank God for that. And on top of that, you can just go to all the notifications that you've missed, all the notifications that were sent to your phone, as well as the ones that you missed, and just like your today's summary. That's pretty cool. Another big feature that was introduced in iOS 7 is the control panel, well, control center. As those of you who jailbroke your phones, you'll recognize this as SBS settings, something like that. And the Android people will definitely recognize this as something that you see every day. But pretty much, I'm pretty glad that Apple decided to implement this because it really saves a lot of time. So you can see the toggles, the brightness, the music playlist, AirDrop, AirPlay, you know, like let's call it torchlight, alarm, stuff like that. But in all honesty, the things that are lacking is that I wish that in the final release that they will actually allow you to choose what it appears here, because it's pretty big for a toggle. You know, I could do without the AirDrop AirPlay. I could do without this row, but we'll see. It's still in beta, of course. It's still as a developer's copy, so this might change when it comes out finally in about 3 months. One of the most important things that have come out in iOS 7, which, you know what, it's about damn time. I don't believe it took this long. Is this? Check it out. I'm gonna navigate into, somewhere deeper. I want to navigate into these settings, and finally, you can actually swipe to go back. My goodness, it took long enough. I know this has been around for ages, and I'm just glad that it has improved the functionality of an iPhone somewhat by actually adding that, because it just makes everything so much easier. So yeah, swipe to go back. Right, so yet more jailbreak functionality on vanilla iOS. If you check it out, folders now support pages. It looks a lot better, instead of it coming up from the bottom. It looks a lot less disconnected from the theme. So it's pretty cool. So you no longer have to have like photography tools 1, photography tools 2 taking up space on your home screen, games 1, games 2, games 3. So yeah, it's pages in folders. Right, so another one of the big features on iOS 7 is finally we get proper multitasking. Yeah, you guys will probably recognize this from Android, from a jailbroken iPhone with OXO. But finally we get these nice big previews on exactly what's going on instead of those small little stupid icons. And you know what, if you want to close one of your whatever apps open, you just swipe up, and yep, that's your home screen. So yeah, we finally get multitasking for all apps and not just the selected ones. Coming along with that, there's a redesign of a couple of apps, obviously. So one of them would be Safari. And with Safari, it just looks a lot more minimalist, a lot more edge to edge, and the tabs are designed differently. So it's pretty easy. It doesn't really affect me because I use Chrome. But yeah, for those of you who use Safari, there we go. Tabs have changed. It's just a lot, and there's private browsing now, so you can surf sites using your phone. There we go. That's Safari. Another app that was redesigned was the weather. It looks a lot prettier now. Look, Taipei cities, showers and stuff like that. Yeah, but I don't really use this app, but it just looks pretty. As you can see whatever has been added. Like there we go. It's cloudy, so you can see clouds and stuff like that. You can scroll, but it's already in my notification center, so it's not a huge deal. One of the other apps that was redesigned was the camera app. As you can see, let me fire it up. Fire it up. As you can see, the camera has been redesigned to an extent. Look at it's a lot more minimalist. It's a lot simpler to use. And the cool things is that if you just want to swap from video to photo, you just swipe. There you go. Video, photo. It takes a while. There we go. Square and panel. But the cool things is that you have live filters, and it is live, so we'll see. Look at that, the instant. All right, it's not too bad, but for me, I won't use it. It's not a big deal for me. So but there is options, HDR mode, stuff like that, and I do like all the transitions and the whole look of it. So it looks pretty good. There we go. Let's take a picture. There you go, and you can actually just load it up, do the edits. It's all pretty simple. There we go. And save it. Yep. So moving along, obviously that means that also the photo app has changed. So we can go back all the way to the year. It's pretty good for me because I have a lot of photos. So you can scrub through whatever is there, and you can just load where you've shot. Look, I had Taipei. I was in Taipei recently for Computex. There we go. Let me show you some pictures of Miswa. Yeah, Miswa. There we go. And it's really good. It's still not the best organizational for photos I've used. For me, that goes to the HTC One, but it is pretty good. So there you have it. That is iOS. Some of the features of iOS 7. Of course, bear in mind we are using the developer copy, and it is not going to be complete. It is going to be jittery. As you can see, some of the menus were broken. Some of the animations were stuttery. It does crash, but you know what to expect. It's the developer copy anyway. For us, if you have any questions about something in iOS that we can help you with, just tweet us at Lowyat.net, and we will try and make another video if we have enough responses to your questions. And we'll try and demonstrate whatever it is that you want us to. Also, on top of that, if you really want to know how to do it, I don't suggest you do it because it's, again, like I said, it's a developer copy. If you are interested, just drop us a tweet again, and we might release a tutorial on how to do it as well. So until then, thanks for watching. Okay, see you. I don't know who I'm looking at anymore.